Hey lovelies! In this video, I'll be showing you how I made this real sexy reversible sequin bodysuit. Keep watching. Next, for the things you'll need. So you of course need your reversible sequin fabric, some pins, scissors, paper for your pattern, pencil, and a marking utensil. So what I did was trace the top of a halter top because I wanted a similar fit, but I found you really didn't need to as the measurements are very simple and basic, but I'll leave my measurements below just so you get a better idea of what I'm talking about. Then you'll want to go ahead and cut out your pattern. So here I referenced needing two pieces. You actually only need one pattern piece because the top part is identical, but you do want to cut out two pieces of the sequin fabric and two pieces of the solid fabric. For the solid fabric though, I will say cut it an inch wider. So exactly identical, but an inch wider. And I'll show you later why. So next is for the bottom of the bodysuit, bathing suit, however you want to call it or wear it, whatever. I used an old swimsuit to trace. So for the solid part, you will need two pieces, and for the sequin, you'll only need one piece. Again, for the front of the solid, make sure it is 1 inch wider than the sequin front, and you'll see why. Okay, so here's what you should have. So you should have two sequin top pieces, two solid top pieces, which I got ahead and attached one already, two solid bottoms, and a sequin bottom. Okay, so here is why you will need to have the solid fabric an inch wider than the sequin fabric. So when you attach it, make sure that the sequins is centered in. So you have excess solid fabric on the outside. I don't know if that makes sense. But if you could see here, mine is already attached. You will need to add an elastic in between. And then with the excess fabric, you're going to fold it over, pin, and then do a zigzag stitch to seal it off. So as I'm showing you here, you fold it over and then zigzag stitch across that. So you want to do that for the top of the bra and then all around the perimeter of the bikini bottom, just of course not the crotch part. And then you're going to zigzag stitch around the leg of the panty and the top of the panty. Okay, so here's what it should look like once you're all finished with the elastic. So you want to go ahead and attach your panties. You want to have front sides facing each other, sew down the sides and the crotch part. Okay, so here's how the panty looks on. The elastic is sewn. Now we are going to attach the top pieces. So what you want to do is center it, and if you can see, that's the line from attaching the sequin to the solid. You want to cover that part. So you align it to the center and then you're going to pin across. Yeah, I know, I realize my hands are really dry. Whatever. Okay, so there's for the first half of the top, then you're going to go ahead and add the second half. You can kind of overlap it a little bit at the front. I do find when you sew, well, I did a little bit and it's still not so much, but you do the exact same thing on the other side. Line it up to your liking and then go ahead and take that to your sewing machine. When sewing the sequin, I was pushing all the sequins in one direction. So either you're going to have it on the black or you're going to have it on the gold side. So as you can see, I'm sewing and I'm pushing the sequin all into one direction. Once you're finished, here's what it should look like. Now as you can see, you can still see the line from attaching the solid fabric to your sequin fabric. I did actually go over and sew over that. And now for the straps. I had two shorter lengths and two longer lengths, And the width, of course, is personal preference, but you do want to fold it in half, right sides on top of one another, and sew along the side. Once complete, you could actually use the pin method to flip it right side out. Of course, you put the pin through, and then gather, and pull it through. I don't even know if that makes sense, but you get what I mean. Now we're gonna go back to the top of the bra. You do want to fold it in half and then sew along the top just so you could run your straps through. Now I did do this part by hand with a needle and thread just because I didn't want the line from the sewing machine to show across the top. Just make sure when you are sewing, you're not grabbing or going through the sequin fabric. Okay, and then you want to go ahead and attach your straps. So I did attach it to the side, to my liking of course. I ran the shorter straps through the top, and then I also on the other side attached the same length for the back strap. Pinned it in, of course, I zigzag stitched down. And there you have it, a very cute reversible sequin bathing suit, bodysuit, whatever you want to call it. Now if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Any questions or comment, please leave it down below. Thanks for watching.